only Tina could be like, in my story, Teddy's going to sit on Bob's lap and then Bob's going to buckle him in with his arm seatbelt.
We should have done this episode with you sitting on my lap and I could have
Buckled
seatbelted
me
you.
in.
Yeah.
Or we could have done the classic. You can just be my arms.
Oh, that would have been fun. Oh,
Yeah.
and I'll just like duck behind you and you can do the whole podcast like that.
Hi, I'm Max.
And I'm Skylar.
Recently, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
And it didn't take us long to become completely obsessed with the show.
But one of the things we love the most about the show is the brilliant end credit sequences.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we're going episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credits.
We're excited to have you join us right here on Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure that Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due.
All right!
Chip chipperoo, my little tramps named Oline.
That's the wrong episode.
It's the wrong episode, but there's trampoline heavy episode. This is a trampoline heavy episode, despite there being no trampoline in it.
It's true. And spoiler alert, I really thought the end credits were going to be a trampoline sequence, but that is not what happens. But I'm jumping the gun.
You jump in the gun. We should get right into a little Bob Pun or Max pun first.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you that I have brought it with Skylar sides today. So hold on to your hat.
I'm ready. You were really hard on yourself recently about Skylar's sides. Okay, just for everyone listening, if you'd prefer to watch this, we have video on YouTube and we've got it up on YouTube. So yeah, go for it. It's time for a little Bob Pun or Max pun though.
Okay, what are we doing today?
We are doing a store next door.
Fun.
Are you ready for your first pun, Skylar?
I sure am.
Lose reeds wind instruments.
Loose?
Lose reeds.
I don't get it.
Lou Reed.
Good reads?
Lou Reed, as in like the guy that sings do 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 do, and the lead singer from Velvet Underground.
Pale Blue Eyes. That is one of the best songs in the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you say it again? Sorry.
Lose Reed's wind instruments.
Max.
Bob's.
Okay. Yeah, I see where I went wrong there.
Your next pun is twist and shout, chiropractor.
Bob's.
Max.
Okay. It's not a good showing.
Your next pun is penny for your tots, daycare.
Okay. I love this so much. I wish it were tater tots.
Ooh, yummy.
An underrated form of potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Is it underrated?
I think so.
I feel like it's got, not to throw us off track here,
I feel like this is important.
I think Gene would want us to discuss this. I think feel like it's sort of gotten the attention it deserves.
Yeah, but
many places you can get the tater tots instead of fries.
No, I do not agree that many places you can get tots instead of fries. Sonic. Is there a Sonic near us?
No, every time there's a Sonic commercial, I Google how far away the Sonic is from us, and it's just too far, and I'm always disappointed.
Has anyone tried the pickle-themed Sonic food? Because I need it so badly.
I want to know because I have been dying to have that pickle drink for some reason. Well, all of it. Oh, they have pickle tots.
Pickle tots, and they look so good. I imagine they just taste like ranch and pickles. And
if Sonic's had sponsored this would be the most natural ad. Like people would be like, but they haven't. They didn't. Sonic did not sponsor this.
No one.
No
ever.
one sponsors our straight podcast.
Our straight podcast?
No, not like straight like we're like a heterosexual podcast. I mean just like our main feed podcast. I don't know why I said straight. If anything, we're mostly straight podcasts.
Okay.
Anyway,
back to the tots. I'm going to say Max.
Bob's.
Okay, honestly, it's so good. Kudos to the Bob's team.
And your final pun is Planet of the Drapes.
Now I just want to get this wrong so that I just go 0 for 4.
Don't make up an excuse for when you get it wrong and be like, I planned that.
And there's no tagline?
No tagline.
Max.
Yes. You saved yourself.
You love Planet of the Apes.
Do I?
Yes, you love it.
You like Planet of the Apes.
No. You like Planet of the Apes.
You love those monkeys.
You would not shut up about the motion stop. Is that what it's called?
Motion capture. It's pretty spectacular.
It is.
But you love those movies. You were like crying for the apes.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Apes together strong.
Oh.
Yeah. There she goes. Okay. You're up, girl.
Okay. Max Miller, are you ready for Skylar Sides, the fun facts before the fun facts?
Dish
oh my God,
girl.
Did you see my posture? I was
yeah, we're so aware of our posture when we're on video now.
Max Miller, are you ready for the fun facts before the fun facts?
We're doing it again.
Well, I talked...
one of these days we're going to get it right.
I talked over you. And so
then I talked over you. This is great. People can see your eye rolls finally if they want to.
I'm just trying to give you a clean cut so that editing is easier for you. All right. Max Miller, are you ready for Skylar Sides, the fun facts before the fun facts?
Dish it, girl.
You are on one today.
I just had a giant Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah.
And I am amped.
You're buzzing. Okay. I have so much Bob's Burgers news that I have to fill all of you in on, but I want to bring a detail from Comic-Con that I have not seen anywhere. In any of the Bob's Burgers Comic-Con reporting, I have not seen this anywhere.
Please be about Planet of the Apes. Please be about Planet of the Apes. Please be about Planet of the Apes.
I would say that's like a big jump for the Bob's Burgers panel to somehow make it to talk about Planet of the Apes, but for that group of people could easily be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So on TikTok, one of our followers actually got to attend Comic-Con, and they were the last person that got to ask a question during the Q&A. Would you like to know what they asked and the answer?
Yeah, absolutely.
They asked, and I quote from Just a Papa on TikTok, "What classic TV family would you like to see the Belchers animated into?"
What class? Oh, I see. Got it.
Okay, do you...
So like as those characters.
I'm not sure if it's as those characters.
Animated into that sitcom.
Or like within, like they just appear in the sitcom.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have an answer?
Sitcom families. It depends what era this... Oh, they're from my era. So...
Who's they?
Like she asked the voice actors this, right?
She asked, the panel was Lauren Bouchard, Darriman, who's...
Yeah, so everyone's kind of around my age-ish, or my generation at least.
Their answers align very much with that, but I'm asking your personal preference.
Oh, okay. What sitcom would I like? I don't know why I immediately jumped to Married with Children and the Bundys, because they were like so kind of like god-awful, and they could use some like Belcher love in there.
Okay, I love it.
And Bob can teach Al a thing or two about loving his wife.
I really haven't seen it, but I can imagine that it's like...
Basically, Al did not like his wife at all, and she was just like, there was nothing wrong with her.
So basically what you're doing is an episode of Wife Swap, which I love.
Oh, that I mean, if you're going to do an episode of Wife Swap, which would be great, you want kind of different ends of the spectrum for the swap, right? So
exactly.
that'd be the perfect... Yeah, that'd be the perfect setup.
Yes. Okay, would you like to hear...
Wait, I want to know yours.
Okay, sitcoms.
Did you watch any, like, sitcoms in the 90s regularly?
Sitcoms? I guess I watched Full House.
That'd be a good one. No moms in that. Dead mom.
What are like, classic sitcoms from the 90s?
Let's see. Full House jumps to mind. Family Matters. Home Improvement. Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. That was definitely my vibe.
Roseanne.
Was not watching Roseanne. I feel like my dad watched a lot of Home Improvement. I don't know. I would probably say Gilmore Girls, even though it's not a sitcom, but it is a family show. Would you have Lorelai date Bob? Lorelai would break Bob's heart hard. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, here is what the Bob's Burgers panel answered, and this would be Lauren Bouchard, the supervising director, Bernard Darriman. Is that right? And then all the Belchers and Teddy. I don't know who chose what, but these answers are so Bob's Burgers, and it just it just reflects a lot of the episodes we've seen on Bob's Burgers. So they answered, and this is a quote from Just a Papa, the A-Team.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's before my time.
The A-Team is like, I had to look it up because I don't know. It's an action.
Yeah.
An action.
It's like Mr. T was on it.
Yes. Yeah. Golden Girls.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I would love that.
100%. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore. That's my favorite sitcom.
Okay, so they must be a little bit older than me because these are all sitcoms. I mean, like I like you, I've watched them.
Well, maybe this was Lauren
on
Bouchard.
Nick at Night. Yeah.
And I think they said Knight Rider.
Yeah, those are all like early 80s, maybe even late 70s sitcoms.
Yeah, but don't you see those shows influencing some Bob's Burgers episodes?
Oh, definitely. I feel like there's been references to all of those.
Yeah, they do a lot of like action comedy tropes on Bob's Burgers.
What's funny is I've told you that I like grew up going to Universal Studios as a kid because it was right near my house. It was pretty affordable. So we'd go on like the studio tour all the time. And when I grew up in the 80s, so these were all the sitcoms that were on. So I knew all about them and I saw like all the behind scenes stuffs. Like,
are you talking about the ones I just mentioned?
Yeah, like A-Team, Knight Rider. I know what the Knight Rider car kit looks like because it was on a stop on the tour. I know what the A-Team van looks like, but I never watched the shows. But I know them.
That's so cool. I say this all the time. You're such an LA boy. I love it.
It was a fun way to grow up going to Universal Studios.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just quickly going to go over the Bob's Burgers news. If you follow us on TikTok or on Instagram, this probably won't be new to you, but they announced a lot at Comic-Con. There is going to be an art book that is going to be published September 23rd. That's available for pre-order, and it is the history of Bob's Burgers. It makes its way through the inception all the way through the Bob's Burgers movie in 2022. We'll see like never before seen drawings. We'll hear from the writers, the animators, how Lauren Bouchard drew from his life. Lots of good stuff. And then there is a new box of recipe cards coming out. And it was confirmed at Comic-Con that those recipe cards will be redoing some of the older Bob's Burgers cookbook burgers and a bunch of new recipes that go past season 5, which is when the cookbook ended. And next podcast, I am going to give you some tidbits about what we can expect to see from the Halloween and Christmas episodes in season 16.
Fun.
Yes.
Should we get into this episode, though?
Let's do it.
Season 10. Skylar, can we have the title and synopsis for season 10, episode 19, please?
The title is The Handyman Can. Welp. Teddy burned down Reggie's gazebo with faulty electrical work and has lost all faith in himself, which is a problem considering Bob needs him to fix the walk-in light. When Bob considers hiring an expensive electrician and therefore canceling the kids' trampoline date, each Belcher Kids tells Teddy a tale centered on his ingenuity to boost his confidence. Louise has Teddy build a barge restaurant after Seymour's Bay is submerged underwater. Tina has Teddy rescue Boys for Now in a hot air balloon. And Jean has Teddy build a farting robot to defeat a giant lizard. But definitely... Oh... Max wrote a little bit here. And Jean has Teddy build a farting robot to defeat a giant lizard, who is definitely not Godzilla. TM.
I love my contribution to
I do
the
too.
synopsis. This episode came out on April 26, 2020. It was written by Kelvin Yu and Tom Riggin.
Love.
Loved them?
Yeah, love them. I love
love them both.
Love is the way.
Love it all the way. It's Skylar said numerous times she doesn't know what to say after I say that. And clearly that's the case. What did you think about this episode?
I loved it. I did like it. I had a really good time watching it. I think this might be one of my favorite storytelling episodes. If I wasn't clear in my synopsis, this is not a classic 3-act structure. It is a 3-act structure, but within it, we have each Belcher kid telling a story. This is something we see almost every year from the Belchers. I really enjoyed this. I thought there was a lot of creativity within the stories, particularly in the details and the animation. The storytelling episodes are not the number one episodes I'm ever going to put on. I want to hear, 1, do you like the storytelling episodes? And 2, what did you think of this episode?
I'll start with 2. I love this episode. I
did?
really enjoyed it. It's funny because, and I've definitely said this on the podcast before, I typically don't like these like storytelling episodes where you chop up the story into 3 different parts on like other shows.
Yes.
But Bob's has gotten it down to an art where these kids have such specific characteristics.
Yes.
And so their stories are so those kids and so fun to see them all tell these stories. And I particularly love when they're telling stories for a specific purpose. Like when they were telling stories with what the British romance movie was.
Yes.
And their goal was to kind of ease the punishment they might receive for breaking the bed.
They're still active protagonists.
Yeah.
They're sitting in a restaurant telling stories, but they have a very clear goal. And the goal in this one is they need cheap Teddy to fix the lights so they can afford to go to the trampoline place. And those are very high stakes for the Belcher kids.
Yeah. But it's funny that that then plays into their story where they're like just like pumping Teddy up and they're over, complimenting Teddy. It's just really funny.
Let's talk about Teddy because that's one of the reasons I love this episode so much is I feel horrible when I learn that Teddy has lost all faith in himself. This is an emotional arc that I can really get invested in. Because poor sweet Teddy.
Yeah, he comes in, he doesn't even know if he can eat, and then he decides he needs a burger or 2.
And then he does get 2 burgers, and I love watching him because I'm like, is he gonna get 2 burgers? Okay, is he gonna eat both burgers? And like throughout the episode, by the end of the episode, he's finished the 2 burgers.
It's a great reason to have him there for the entirety of the episode, It's not just one scene. Yeah, I really loved this episode. It's not one, again, like the 3-story ones, I don't go and want to like watch them immediately, but I really had a fun time with it. I should point out that each one of the kids' stories kind of is a play on like popular IP. So like Louise's is Waterworld, which is...
What is Waterworld?
Waterworld is a movie from the 90s with Kevin Costner. And it completely bombed at the box office. Okay. But it was supposed to be like this. When they were making it, was supposed to be this big deal. It was a big budget. It all takes place on water, obviously. Mm-hmm. And it just like bombed. But there's still a show, talking about Universal Studios, there's still a show at Universal called the Waterworld Stunt Show because it's such a good stunt show.
That's from the IP?
Yeah, that even though the IP was such a like bomb, the show is such a hit that it's still there to this day at Universal Studios.
I know. I'm totally into that stunt show. Also, as you go through these IPs, I just want to mention one more time that you nailed it when the strength of these episodes is that the writers know these characters, these kids so much, and the details speak to their characters so well. And I loved the styling of Louise's dream. I loved just like all the clothes and like the underwear on Jean's head and like, it's not steampunk, but there's a little bit like that. And I love the like pirate teenagers and like who thought that, when we think of the teenagers in this show, we think of them on bicycles. Like in any TV show or movie, if you are thinking about teenagers, they're boys on bicycles. And so they put their bicycles on rafts. Like whose idea was that in the animation department? Because it's a brilliant detail.
It's so smart. I love the details. And honestly, speaking about a detail in Louise's story, the pirate flag has a Coochie Kopi head instead of a skull and crossbones, like a normal pirate flag would have. But anyway, that also reminds me, like, that's so Louise that she would have like this movie Waterworld and make a whole thing about it. But there was also the joke where it references Mad Max Fury Road. And I love that. I love when Louise watches these movies and trailers. Sometimes she doesn't see the movies that she's too young for.
Yeah.
And they're always surprised that she watches them.
And we're starting to see technology catch up in the show. She's like, I definitely didn't grab your streaming password and watch it multiple times. Like streaming is mentioned. I love that running joke about her watching adult movies.
I do
Louise.
Too. Not adult movies.
Not 9-year-old movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not adult movies.
I don't get the joke. What are you trying to say?
Adult movies are like
adult movies. You know what I mean.
Pornographic films.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Tina's is obviously up, where they go on, on, world tour.
I did not connect that.
Really?
I was so impressed by the animation, and I just was in awe of it all. And I love when Boys for Now is on the TV. And speaking of the kids and how specific these stories are, only Tina could be like, in my story, Teddy's going to sit on Bob's lap and then Bob's going to buckle him in with his arm seatbelt. It was so Tina.
So Tina. And she's like, maybe because she's the oldest, she knows, she kind of is in tune with what Teddy wants to hear the most.
And she's an empath.
Yeah.
She's emotionally intelligent.
Right. So she's like, Teddy loves Bob and
loves my father.
And sees him as his best friend. What is the closest you could possibly be? And that's sitting on his lap. We should have done this episode with you sitting on my lap, and I could have
buckled me
you.
in.
Yeah.
Or we could have done the classic. You can just be my arms.
Oh, that would have been fun. Oh, and I'll just like duck behind you, and you can do the whole podcast like that.
I did know the IP that Jeans was based off of. Thank you very much.
Well, it is multiple.
Oh, I knew Godzilla.
Yeah, so it's all kind of like those, like, surprise, surprise, Bob's like Japanese, like there's like, like Power Rangers adopted that, these giant monsters fighting in these giant like machines. I think it's called like Super Sentai. We've mentioned it before.
I did think of the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
When they all are sat in the big robot.
Right.
Like they have a pink helmet and a gray helmet.
Exactly.
Yes. I did go through
So it's like kind of like combo
phase.
of all those
fun.
Those things, yeah.
I also have to mention that within each story, I love seeing what side characters each kid chooses.
That's true.
So Louise chooses Rudy.
Brian Husky's back.
Brian Husky's back. When they capture Rudy in his little net, he was reading. He
Poor
wasn't
guy.
Listening to me.
No, sorry. Yes,
now they can see it.
They can actually see it. Yeah, and you can call me out for it. I was just looking because you brought up all the side characters, and I have all the people who do the voices.
Actors.
Yeah, because.
Okay, we'll do this together then. So then we move on to Tina's. Of course, we have Boys for Now, but do we have any side characters?
Jimmy Jr. and Zeke are hilarious.
Jimmy Jr. and Zeke are discussing how really interesting that Tina Belcher is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. And I love the joke that Tina realistically makes sure that Boys for Now doesn't know her last name, but they know her first name.
Because that's real.
It would be too much. Yeah.
It's the writer in her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little older in her storytelling.
So we get Boo Boo's back. So we get Max Greenfield back doing his voice. Max Greenfield, probably best known as Schmidt on New Girl. And then Logan is in Louise's, obviously as the villain. Kurt Braunohler is back. We get Pamela Adlon back as Olsen Benner in Jeans, I believe.
That would be in Tina's because it's like breaking news.
Oh, right.
Boys for Now is on the top of Mount Everest.
Right. So I think this is the last appearance Pamela Adlon does as Olsen Benner before Nicole Byer takes over to do it for the Bob's Burgers movie.
Nice.
But if you miss Pamela Adlon, don't worry. She is back in the King of the Hill reboot, doing Bobby Hill, which comes out August 4th, I think it's back.
Look at you.
Yeah.
With your little dates.
Yeah, Obviously, the Handyman Can is a play on the Candyman Can, the song from 1971 Willy Wonka movie.
Yes.
And I just have an exclamation points on my notes here. Gene mentions his shellfish allergy. Speak to the people. I recently did a TikTok about the inconsistency on Gene's shellfish allergy, and I might have made a mistake because I said they don't mention that he's allergic to shellfish or to shrimp. But in this one, he
lobster.
Yeah, he clearly is allergic to shrimp, although technically it is a story, so I don't know for sure.
I was going to say it's Louise's story when he says he's allergic to shrimp, so she could not understand if it's just lobster or shellfish.
That being said, I cannot remember every episode and if they mentioned his shrimp allergy previously. I'm just going on my own personal experience with my lobster allergy, and I can eat shrimp.
Yeah, and You're very, very grateful for that.
I am. Oh my God, I'd be so sad because I'm sad when I can't eat lobster, but you don't get to eat lobster as much as you get to eat shrimp.
It's true.
Like when I go to like Universal Studios as a kid, most of the stuff is shrimp. Like you're going to get shrimp more likely than lobster.
I don't need shrimp at an amusement park.
Yeah, I did as a kid.
I did. What shrimp food are they selling at Universal
Probably
Studios?
Probably fried shrimp, I would say.
Oh, put it in my mouth.
Let's not take that
out of context.
Yes, let's not. No one go clipping that and take it out of context. It's not cool. Not cool. Should we get into the end credits?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so the end of the episode, Teddy has finally got the confidence to fix whatever electrical problem.
The walk-in light.
Yeah, but he has to go and take care of the gazebo first, right? Is that where he's running off to?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But anyway, Teddy has just left to go take care of that.
Good job, kids. I guess you win and we all lose. Our restaurant's probably going to burn down now, but at least you get to go to the trampoline park.
Yes!
Yay. I'm going to dislocate something and I can't wait to see what it is!
Girl, you're at the top of my world. The view from up here is the best, so cute in your puffy vest.
I'm going to pause it there. Tell me what's happening in these end credits as if you can't hear it yourself.
Okay, we have the classic end credit sequences in the kitchen, but we have all of the boys for now in their Mount Everest hiking gear. It's this turquoise, teal accoutrement fashion statements. And I just have to say this now because these are the end credits. They are performing the song that Tina wrote, or the title that she gave to us in her story. So the whole end credit sequence is going to be them performing this song in front of the kids and Bob prepping. But what I want to say is this choreography is out of this world. And I, as a dancer, someone had to choreograph this. You can't just take this from your head and put it into animation.
Yeah.
And as we know, a lot of the Bob's Burgers team does video themselves doing motions, doing movements, doing dancing, and sends it to the animation team. So I have to know. Does anyone know?
I like to think that 4 of them, of the team, had to learn this choreography to record it to send to the animation department.
Pray, and can I be there next time?
Yeah. I think like we're going to keep playing it and the dancing's phenomenal, but I think the only thing that happens kind of like out of the ordinary in this, as far as like Linda coming to the window, Gene walking by at the end in his burger costume, is that Tina has turned around to watch Boys for Now the entire time.
As she should, I would.
Yeah, which is, I'm surprised Louise isn't getting a little peeky at Boo Boo.
Louise was in Tina's story. Louise was very excited about Boo Boo's potential presence.
Yeah. Okay.
Girl, you're higher than all the birds. The one I could never get. I love you forever. I want to climb with you in the snow, even if it gives me a cold. Don't care if my lips turn purple. Girl, you'll always be my sugar.
Okay, sorry. I just had to say, look
how
funny.
I thought you were telling me to stop laughing.
No.
You went like this.
No. Oh, I did?
Not over here, just right here. And I
just like grab your lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love just like Tina just standing there. She's almost kind of like, just like she can't even dance along. She's just kind of like staring. She's probably looking at their butts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is just in a trance. And I love these, like, they do like these like leg kicks kind of that boy bands do.
Yes. I know
Not like the Rockettes, more like boy band. Like he's kind of,
yes.
with my fist, but I'm kicking.
Yes.
You know
I know exactly what you're saying.
Very, very in sync is what I'd say.
Like foot flexed. Hopping on one foot.
Yeah.
Girl, you're at the top of my world. The view from up here is the best, so cute in your puffy vest. Girl, you're higher than all the...
Tina started nodding her head. If you can see that, I'm telling Skylar to turn the sound
Guys,
down
it's
a
my
bit.
first day on the job.
Yeah, she got moved over in front of the console, so she's in charge of all the little... You're doing a great job. Do you want the lyrics to I'll Love You for Everest?
I have wanted them since yesterday when we watched this episode, and I could not understand them.
Okay, you got, girl, you're at the top of my world. The view from up here's the best, so cute in your puffy vest.
Oh!
Girl, you're higher than all the birds. The one I could never get. I love you for Everest. I want to climb with you in the snow, even if it gives me a cold. There's a background on shoe. Probably the rest of the boys. Don't care if my lips turn purple. Girl, you'll always be my Sherpa. Girl, you're at the top of my world. The view from up here's the best. So cute in your puffy vest. Girl, you're higher than all the birds.
I did not hear the puffy vest line when we just listened to it, and I love it. I love it.
Just, once again, great lyrics, great song. Should we score these end credits?
Yes.
We score on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of Tina's I'm
going to let you go first. I have locked in my number, but I'm curious to see what you say.
I'm going to give it an 8, I think.
Interesting.
How about you?
I was going to give it a 9.
Okay.
Because
I'll come up to an 8.5.
Well, let me try and get you to 9.
Okay. It's like, let me work on you a little bit there.
We get an original Boys for Now song in the end credits of the show. Not only that, we get a whole choreographed scene. They don't just have two to three moves that they're repeating. This is like 30 seconds of choreography with a brand new song. I love that. I think it's so cool.
True. And it is a good song, and it's one that you don't think of immediately for Boys for Now, and it's up there.
And I assumed they were going to go into a trampoline scene because the whole point of this episode is that they wanted to go to the trampoline place. And so I was pleasantly surprised when it was this instead.
Okay. I'm going to come up to 8.5. I think that's fair because I would have liked maybe a little peek or two from Louise, something,
Okay.
Give me a little bit more. This is Boys for Now, dancing in your... Although it's probably just in Tina's head.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if they just cut to Tina just staring into her fantasy, but no one's there?
Oh, yeah. Just like when she was in the last episode where her narration would just stare. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you're taking a long time to speak. Okay. That's fair. We will talk about this off mic.
Oh, we're going to...
You're 8.5.
Okay.
Just kidding.
She's not thrilled about that. Those are the end credits to The Handyman Can. Thank you, everyone, for listening or watching. And before we get out of here, we have a new Patreon subscriber to thank, and we have to burger pun their name. Thank you for signing up for our Basically Bob Belcher tier, Erica Way. Moving forward, you will be known as the Gruyerica Filet Burger. Yum.
Oh, she's pricey.
Absolutely. Fancy. You're
French.
You're a fancy burger, Erica.
Erica, we're so glad to have you. Hope to see you at our watch party. That is part of the tier.
Yeah.
An upcoming watch party in August where we will be watching Halloween episodes together. If you're into that, that's patreon.com/BobsCredits.
And I did say that she was in our Basically Bob Belcher tier, but I meant to move over Teddy tier.
Yes.
My bad. And we hope you're enjoying all the bonuses of that tier. We hope you enjoyed the welcome video we sent you. And if you're listening to this, watching this, and you want more from us, patreon.com/BobsCredits, 2 bonus episodes per month.
Ad-free episodes as well if ads are driving you crazy like they're driving me crazy these days.
And if you want, you get your name burger punned right here on the show. Otherwise, I think that's all we've got going on. Skylar, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I'm just going to say stay bouncy.
Okay.
And remember, today is tomorrow's yesterday.
Oh, is this the new sign-off?
I just feel like it's a really good message to leave our fans with.
It is. It's very motivational.
Thank you. I didn't write it.